back. Today I just want to talk about aluminum shock caps for your plastic shocks. Now, as you can see in the background, I've got my Gravedigger Stampede, and I got the green traxxas aluminum caps on there, and those are the stock factory plastic shocks. Now, to me, for bashing, you really don't need nothing real fancy with the shocks, but you do need to at least upgrade to aluminum. The way these are set up, they pop off. Kelby had one of these plastic ones pop off on the front. I already had these atomic ones. I had them on the front of the Arma Granite two-wheel drive we had, and I ended up taking those off and putting them on this because this became our main basher for Kelby. But we still didn't have none for the back. So I got on Amazon and I picked up the other set of them. Now, the reason why I did this is if you buy the whole set from Traxxas, it's 14 bucks. If you buy two of these from Atomic on Amazon, they're 7 bucks. But so instead of spending an extra 14 to get a whole set from Traxxas, I just spent the 7 to get the matching ones that match the front. So basically, I just wanted to let you guys know that switching over to the aluminum caps does help. Ever since we switched these over, I haven't had one issue with the caps popping off. Luckily on mine, I never had them popped off, but I just wanted the green ones because I thought they looked cool. Plus, it's an upgrade, so that's why I did it on the Gravedigger one. As we all know, Kelby is real rough on his truck. If you watch the videos, you can actually see I got to replace the front shock tower here. This has got a crack in it. The other day, he cracked the A-arm, broke the bumper, and cracked the shock tower. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to switch out those plastic caps on the rear ones over to these Atomic. All you need to do is use a Phillips head screwdriver to take the 2 screws out right here. Pop your shock off and thread the plastic cap, thread the new one on, and put them back. Now, these Atomic do come with nice hardware right here to mount them, but I'm not going to use them on mine. I'm just going to use the regular Traxxas shoulder screws to put them in. So, this is what they look like with the plastic ones, and then I'll go ahead and I'll put the aluminum ones on the back too. Now, everyone does stuff different, but what I do is I go ahead and I take all this stuff off of the shock. I take the spring and the bottom mount off. That just gives me a good place to grip to go ahead and spin this top off, and then we'll put the new one on. Now, most of the time, the top is not going to be on that tight, so you should just be able to grip it. And usually, I just put a Allen wrench through the top and go ahead and spin that off. And then go ahead and keep your shock upright. Now, you can see right there, there's nothing in the cap, but there is a bladder right there. Okay, one thing when you're putting the bladders back in, always make sure when you got the cap like that, that the dome part goes up. And then when you get it down in there, you can see a little lip right there. There's a ring down in the cap. Usually I got one of these rounded Allen ends, and I run that down around it and make sure that that's sealed down into the lip down there to get a complete seal before you put it on. Now that we got our shock back together, we check for function, make sure that pops right back out like it should. And that looks pretty good right there. So now we just put our shock back together and mount it back up. Okay, now we got the back ones on and they match their front. Now we're not going to have to worry about any of these caps popping off if you're in one of these trucks. Now I'll leave a link down below to Amazon to the Atomic ones and the Traxxas ones, depending which way you want to go, because they come out to the same price. The Atomics are sold in pairs, the Traxxas ones are sold as a set. So it just depends on what you want to do. Well, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one.